Okay, so fire and flow, we go through the flow sequence aimed at your agility of the body and of the mind. Okay, so posture. Watch me first. If you haven't done it before, you stretch, and then it's 2 squats, not too low. Stretch and 2 squats. Here we go. Reach over and then squat. Side flexion for the spine. And again, reach, 2 squats. Reach, 2 squats. Keep that going, warming up that body. Reach over. Last one. With me. We split stance. The foot goes slightly back on the ball of the foot. Stretch up. You crouch down. Keep your chin up. Then you stretch up and bring the feet together. Other side. Split stance. You crouch. Stretch up. Feet together. Up tempo. Split. Crouch. Stretch together. Split. Crouch. Stretch together. Split, crouch, stretch together. 2 more sides. Last time. Well done. We put it together. Start with a side flexion. Here we go. Over, 2 squats. Other side, reach. And squat. And again, stretch it. Last time. Split stance. Split, crouch, stretch together. All the time, keeping that positive tension in your body, keeping the core locked in. Hold it here. We're going to lunge. Don't go too low with the chest, but lift the bottom behind you, feel it on the inner thigh, come back to the center, and then to the other side, lifting the bottom, and back to the center. Up tempo, here we go. Lunge, center. If you find it's too quick, you can slow things down. We're going to put it all together. From the top, side flexion. Side, 2 squats. And again, reach it. And stretch. Last time. Split stance. Take it back. A lot of balance needed here. So draw that core in. Last time. Side lunge. Lift that bum. So there's only 3 movements. So if you want to slow it all down, you can. From the top, here we go. Side. Squat. Getting deeper into your moves. And again, reach. Last time. Split. Split. Crouch. Stretch together. Split. Crouch. Stretch. Last one. Side lunge. Lift that bottom. Get a little bit lower. Body's nice and warm. From the top. Very last time now, so really work it. Nice and low as you go over. Deep in the squat. side. Okay, take that foot slightly out to the side to help you with your balance. Core is in. Last time. We lunge. Lift that bottom. Use your abs, use your core to bring your torso back to the center. Let's take a breath. And exhale. We move into the fire while we isolate muscle groups. Okay, if I show you on the side, your split stance. You either go down onto your thigh or down to the floor. The leg goes back, comes back in on the ball of the foot, and a lot of balance needed to stretch up and back down again. Okay, here we go. Split stance, down to the thigh or the floor. Leg goes back, comes back in, stretch up, back down. Leg back, full stretch, in and back up. Let's go upbeat. Here we go. Take it down, stretch, in, up, down. Again, if you want to go low or up on the thigh and go at your own speed. Weight is forward over that front leg. Really working into those legs, into the glutes. Taking it back. Keep those core muscles really locked in. Always time this. If you're going to do it on your own, you can always do this longer. Put it on pause. 2 more. Last one. Well done. Feet together. We're going to go for the other side. Split stance. Either on the thigh or down, leg goes back, comes in and up, and again, down we go, stretch it, bring it in and back up tempo, here we go, down, stretch, in and up, down, stretch, in, on the thigh if you wish, but don't flop. Keep the torso strong. When the weight is forward, you'll feel that front leg work hard. So we crouch, stretch, foot back in, reach up. Low if you want to, or you could swap from one to the other. Down, stretch, in, up. Keep breathing. Core temperature rising now. Last time. Well done. Feet together. Take a deep breath. Remember, you can always take a drink whenever you want to. We're going to go for our rotation sequence. So you're going to lunge to the side. You can stay here on the thigh and rotate from the lower back, or you can go further down. Don't take the arm backwards here. It's out to the side to open up in the chest, back onto the thigh and center. Ooh. Then you'll go to the other side, rotate, remember, arm not backwards but out to the side, lift the bottom, hands back to the thigh and center. Here we go. Lunge, rotate, hands on, center. Lunge, rotate, hands on, center. If you want to start high, okay, you can, if that's easier for you. Still getting a good rotation here, but make sure the rotation is coming from that lower back, so core locked in. Breathe. 2 more sides. Last time. Well done. Take a breath. Those legs will be wide, toes facing forward. Knees are soft, arms are forward. Weight to the heels. You'll rotate, hand to ankle, back to the center, and stretch. Other side. Come down with me. Knees are soft, weight to the heels. Draw the core in and up. Ready? Rotate. Under, center, under. Try and get that shoulder under that arm. Remember, it's coming from that lower back, so support the back internally. Belly button to back of spine. 2 more. Well done. Bend the knees, hands in, chin in, uncurl, build that spine, roll the shoulders, toes out. From the top, we lunge. Lunge. Rotate, hands on, feet together. Lunge. Rotate. Slower if you feel more confident. Absolutely fine. Now stay in the lunge. Hands forward, toes forward. Soften the knees. Rotate. Get that twist of the torso. 2 more. Well done. Bend the knees, chin in, hands in, uncurl. Roll those shoulders. Toes out. Now we bend the knees, arms out, and we rotate. So, lower body, lovely and still. Take the hand down to the hip and twist. Again, we want good posture, so we don't want to be flopping around the body or swinging the arms. Tall. So those are our movements. Up to you with the speed. Let's lunge. Here we go. Lunge. Rotate. Hands on, feet together. Lunge. Rotate. Hands on. When you lunge, lift that bottom. Last one, and we stay in the lunge. Arms forward, toes forward. Rotate. Soften the knees. Try and get that shoulder underneath. Last one. Bend the knees, hands in, chin in, uncurl. Roll the shoulders, toes out, soften, rotate. Now remember, we always incorporate the 6 movements your spine should make every single day. And a rotation, 1 to the left, 1 to the right, that's 2 of those back movements. Okay, here we go. From the top, we lunge. Lunge. Rotate. Hands on, feet together. Lunge. Rotate. Control your movements. Last time. Stay in your lunge. Arms forward, toes forward. Rotate. Soften the knees. Weight to the heels. Well done. Bend those legs, hands in, chin in, uncurl. Build that spine. Toes out, bend, control, rotate. Really turn the torso. And for the very last time, side lunge. Here we go. Side, rotate, hands on, feet together. Lunge, rotate. Breathe. Keep control of your body. Stay in the lunge, hands forward. Rotate. Soften the knees, weight to the heels. Try and get a good rotation here. Well done. Bend the knees, hands in, chin in, uncurl. Roll those shoulders back and down, toes out, bend the knees, rotate. The key is not to nest in between the movements. So you flow from one movement to the other, and all the time you've got tension, positive tension in the body. For 4, 3, 2, 1. We move to the fire, working in the waist, firing up those waist muscles. So, knees are soft, either hands on the shoulders or behind the ears. Okay, solid lower body. We work the waist. If that's too aggressive for you, go to the side, come to the center, and then go to the other side. So you hesitate in the center. But otherwise, and don't move your head either because you're going to go really dizzy. And just think, shoulders. You will be more supple on one side than the other, so don't fall into the trap of just pulling to one side only. Try and get it even. Knees are bent, taking away the pressure from the lower back. Pull your abs in and pull the shoulders down. Don't rely, okay, on the, you've pulled the shoulders down once and they stay down, because they won't. You have to work at pulling the back muscles down. Center, arms up, side to side. Again, it's torso, it's not that. It's not the arms, it's the waist. And if you want to center it in between, you can. You've got to go at your own pace. Everybody's body is different. Find what works for you. Tilting, feel this in the waist. Don't do this either. Solid in the legs, so the hips aren't going from side to side. It's just the torso. Let's rotate. Here we go. If you want the hands on the shoulders, that's fine, or behind the ears. Feel that. You should feel that in your back, in your waist, in your abs. Center, arms up, tilt with the torso. Equal both sides. Don't move those hips. Try and lengthen the neck. Rotate. Here we go. Last time with the rotation. Pull yourself round. Should have more mobility now in that center section, that you can work further round. Core is in, remember. Center. Tilt. Shoulders down. Think about popping those back muscles into your back pocket. So pull them down and rest. Well done. Feet together. Remember, take a drink whenever you wish. Stretch those arms. warrior sequence. So it's a deep lunge working around the hip area. So with me, legs are wide, turn the toe, adjust this back foot on an angle. Okay, nice wide stance. Pull the back down, deep lunge with the legs. Don't fall into the trap of reaching, thinking you're doing a deeper lunge, because you won't. We're here, okay? You're going to circle the arm. Remember, when we work the arm, pull the back down, pull the shoulder blade down. Straighten the leg, palms facing the back and away from your body. And back. Brace. Here we go. Lunge. Circle, straighten, press. Lunge. Circle, straighten, press. You've got to be careful here, because as soon as those shoulders climb up, you start tensing in the neck. Don't do that. Press, lunge, circle, straighten, press. If you want a deeper lunge, go for it. Warrior, circle, straighten the legs. Don't let your torso turn to follow the leg. Keep it facing the front. Shoulders are down. Last time. Well done. Don't nest. Hands on the hips. Forward flexion. Lengthen the spine. Any back issues, soften the knees. We're going down. Hands down. We'll bend the knees. Chin in. Uncurl. Build that spine. Roll the shoulders. Hands on the hips. Take a breath. Forward flexion. Lengthen. Golden thread coming out of the head. Working those back muscles. Hands down. Soften the knees. Chin in. Uncurl. And roll. Well done. Other side. Turn the foot. Adjust the other one on an angle. Okay. Remember, if you're watching the recording, you can always do more. You can always pause. Okay, let's get that posture. Don't let your body swing round. Shoulder on top of the hip. Slowly. Deep lunge. Circle the other arm. Pulling the shoulder blade down. Straighten the leg. Press those arms behind you. Here we go. Warrior. Circle. Straighten. Press. Warrior. It really is an effort to remember to keep the shoulders pulled down. Nice deep lunge with the legs. Looking through that middle finger on warrior. Really lengthen those arms. Push, circle, straighten, press. Yes, breathe. Feeling this in the shoulders, top of the arms, but hopefully not the neck. As always, I've lost count. Make sure you even up on both sides. Last time. Don't nest. Here we go. Toes forward, forward flexion, straight into it. Hands down, bend the knees, uncurl, chin in. Roll the shoulders. Take a breath, brace, forward flexion. Soften the knees if you have back issues. Remember, the spine is long all the way down. Bend the knees, chin in, uncurl. Now we fire up those arms. Straight arms, you can come a little bit closer in here. Knees are bent, I'll show you on the side. Push the arms away from your body, shoulders down, and we slice. Underneath, over the top. Remember, don't do it from the elbows. And don't do it just from the wrist. It's got to come from that shoulder. Remember, you can always visualize a gym ball behind your back and you're bouncing off that ball. So the palms are facing the back. Whole of the arm work in here. Now, turn the palms facing each other. Lengthen that neck. Now turn the palms forward so the little finger or little fingers are facing each other. Don't just do it from the wrist. Get that whole arm, so rotate from the shoulder. Don't arch the back either. Zipper up. Keep bouncing off that ball. Palms facing. Pulse it, pulse it. Palms to the back. We're going to add arms out. Bend. Fist. Elbows together with the fist facing you. Keep the shoulder blades pulled down as you open. Fist facing the front. Shoulder press. Pull those back muscles and shoulder blades down and back to the shoulder. In, open, push, pull down. Try and get the elbows to touch. When the elbows are touching, fists are facing you. Then rotate, push up. Pull the shoulder blades down. Again, you can always pause the recording, do a few more, or add very light hand weights if you wish. The key is to pull the back muscles down. I know I go on and on about this. It's so important that you align. Last one. And rest. Remember, you can take a drink together, just in case you haven't. Well done. Okay. So, what we'll do now is grab the mat. Okay, so we've done it without the mat because sometimes it rucks up. So we're going to go down onto our knees. Again, we'll do it together, but we'll slow things down. First of all, I want you to go into a ragdoll, so you actually have a little stretch of that back. So you take a breath, down into a fold, soften the knees, but lift the bottom, grab hold of the elbows, and just hang like a ragdoll. Relax the shoulders. Relax the neck. So move the head around a little bit and then let it go. And breathe. So the gravity is taking over. This will stretch. Great stretch for the back. Well done. Let's do this together slowly. We're going to take ourselves back into downward dog. Hands down. Take the feet back. And then adjust. We want the head and chest pressed through to the thighs. The heels pressing towards the mat. And at the same time, the tailbone is lifted. If there's a problem with straight legs, you can soften the knees. Great pose to release the tension out of the lower back. Together, come onto the knees. release the feet. Stretch one leg back, stretch it round to the side and put the sole of the foot on the floor. We're going to rock. You're going to rock back, stretch the arms. Now to rock forward and stretch the hips, you might want to push that leg further out or release the foot so that when you push the hips, they're going down and you stretch on the inner thigh and up into the groin area. And then sole of the foot goes down, you rock back. With me, forward, push the hips. Rock back, sole of the foot down, rock forward. Come to the center, adjust if you need to. Now stretch as you bring the leg back round, onto the knees, and then cow pose. If you've got enough room, other leg will go out. Otherwise, okay, turn yourself round as we go for the other leg. Neutral position, okay, tuck the toes together, downward dog. Get that stretch in the legs, onto the knees. Release the feet. Other leg, stretch it back. Keep stretching as you bring it round to the side. Sole of the foot down, push down that leg. Rock back, stretch those arms. And then rock forward. You might want to push the leg further away, release the foot. Rock back, sole of the foot down, lift the bottom. Rock forward. Rock back. Working in those hips. Rock forward. Center. Adjust. Bring the leg back round, stretching all the way onto the knees. Cow pose. And then neutral. If you're doing it upbeat and you're having to move each time because you haven't got enough room, then ditch the cow pose. Let's go upbeat. Brace in the core. Tuck the toes, downward dog. Push through. Onto the knees, release the feet. Stretch the leg back, bring it round to the side. Sole of the foot down. Rock back, stretch those arms. Rock forward. Rock back. Forward. Rock back. Forward. Neutral position. Adjust, stretch the leg back round onto the knees. Cow pose. Neutral, tuck the toes, downward dog. Push the chest through. Heels down, bottom up. Onto the knees. Release the feet. Other leg goes back. Stretch it round to the side. Rock back. Rock forward. Rock back. Forward. Rock back. Forward. Center position. Stretch the leg back round, onto the knees, cow pose. Neutral, tuck the toes, downward dog. Onto the knees, release the feet. Stretch the leg back, bring it round to the side, sole of the foot down. Rock back, stretch the arms, rock forward. Rock back, forward. Rock back, forward, center, adjust, bring the leg back round onto the knees, cow pose. Neutral, tuck the toes, downward dog, push through. Onto the knees, release the feet, stretch the other leg back and bring it round to the side. Rock back, stretch the arms, rock forward. Back, sole of the foot down, forward, back, forward, neutral, adjust, bring the leg back round, and cow pose. Well done. And neutral position. We're going to go into the fire. We're going to fire up the glutes and work on the muscles that attach to the spine. You can do it on the elbows, or on the knuckles, or on the palms. Don't let the back and shoulders sag. Okay, so shoulders down, brace. You're going to take the leg up to the side, but then slightly back on an angle. Try and push the support hip into the center. And away we go. Pulsing, shoulders down. Feel this in the glutes. Bring the weight back out of the arms, put it into the support leg. Core locked in, shoulders down. Keep it going.
You will get out of this earthbound state.
Woo! Feel that in your bum. Breathe. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. And you should have felt that in both glutes, as long as you weren't leaning over to one side. So just stretch it back. Okay, let's go for the other leg. I'll turn round. Core in, shoulders down. Bent leg up, slightly back diagonal. Push that support hip in. Here we go. Pulse. Core locked in. Shoulders down. They will want to climb. Breathe. Weight out of those wrists into the support leg. Breathe. Woo! Burning but smoking. Keep it going. Keep adjusting. The body will want to fall into the arms. Try and pull back. And in for the last 8. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh! Oh! That was definitely a bum attack. Stretch it out. Play the piano. Work the wrists. Stretch the arms. Push the bottom to the heels. Okay, let's check that agility of the lower spine. We're up on the knees. I'll turn this way. Now we're going to try and get the bottom as close to the heels as possible. If you're lacking flexibility and agility in the lower part of the back, you'll tend to lean forward, and that is a sign that you should be working more on your back area. Okay, so let's stretch up. Try to keep the spine straight. You'll lower the heels to the bottom. You'll push back up. And then we'll go to child's pose without touching the floor. So down you go. And you relax into child's pose and you let those arms go. Release. Now draw the core in, up you come. Stretch. Bottom to heels. Push up. Great little strength exercise for the knees. Slowly. Child's pose. Relax the arms. Let it go. Let the core and belly go as well. And then draw in. Up you come. One more time. Down. Straight up. Lower. Relax. Brace. And stretch up. Well done. Okay, let's come round into a seated position. I just want to stretch the glutes a little bit. So you'll cross the legs. Lean through. try and relax those knees. Let the knees drop out. But with the legs crossed, you're getting a stretch. Side of the legs into the butt, leaning forward to stretch the back. Let those knees relax. Let the hips relax. Well done. Come up. Now bring the back foot to the front. Remember, you can spend longer if you wish on that. So across the other way, it'll feel awkward, but same thing, lean forward, let those knees relax. Well done. Up you come. Let's come round. Now we worked our core and abs all the time through that program because we were holding that positive tension. But let's just go through making sure you've engaged the core. If you place the fingertips on the front of the hips, on the bones, and you sense that straight line from one hip to the other. And being relaxed, you should have a natural curve of the back. Before you move into any Pilates ab work, you engage the core. So think about that tailbone literally travels to the end of the mat. And as you achieve that, the back, if you feel, should go into the mat and you hollow out. And then we can extend the leg, but when you extend, you don't allow the hip to follow. So the core's job is to bring the hip, the pelvis back up into alignment. So you pull that belly in and then you'll swap over to the other side. You can take things further by the feet passing each other. You must create that hollow with those abs though. Don't push the belly out and arch the back just to achieve the feet passing each other. You can have the knees up, same thing, leg goes away, hollow, create that hollow in the abs, belly button to back of spine. Don't use your upper body, don't tense in the neck and shoulders when the lower body is working. Have a little think about that, nice and controlled. You can take it further with the legs straight and lowering down. Again, keep the pelvis in alignment and swap over. Well done. So you can do as many as you'd like. If you want to do more, then put it on pause and do more. Otherwise, we're going to stretch a little bit. Arms out, palms up. Glue the feet and knees together and take those legs over to one side. But don't let the shoulder or shoulder blade come off the mat. Lengthen, stretch across the chest through the arms, and then look the opposite way to the legs and try and ease the ear down into the mat to stretch the neck. With those legs over to one side, we're getting a stretch over the hip in that lower back through the obliques. Breathe deeply in and out through the nose. And then over to the other side. Glue the feet and knees together. Look the opposite way. Lengthen the arms, relax the shoulder blades. Just ease the ear into the mat. And back to the center. And when you've done enough stretching, you can then relax. Either with the knees bent, arms by your side, palms facing up, or straight legs, or a seated position. You can always put your towel underneath the head if you need the head lifted a little bit. And then you close your eyes. Deep breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. And remember, you should hear that breathing as you exhale. And your whole body should react to the exhale. You should release into your mat. And When you find your body is released, let your mind wander away and rest. Wiggle the fingers, the toes. Bring the heels to the bottom. Hug the knees into your chest. And gently rock from side to side. Massage the back. And center. Blink your eyes several times. And then a big yawn. A couple of deep breaths. Brace. Slowly come up to a seated position. And then take your time, don't rush things, come up to a standing position. Shoulders back and down. Let's take a deep breath together, stretch up. Palms together, exhale into prayer, big sigh. Take a deep breath, stretch up again, open out. And release. Great job. Give yourselves a round of applause. Well done, everybody.